What is going on, comic book community? Welcome to another episode of Josh's Comics. Today I'm going to be doing a local comic book haul from my local LCS and a Second and Charles haul as well. Picked up some really great books, some nice little keys, and some filler issues with great covers. So stay tuned on this episode of Josh's Comics to find out what I picked up. Alright guys, so before we get into the haul, just a heads up, Back to Comic Fest was postponed once again for bad weather. It is going to be, I believe, the 27th of May, the last Saturday. So hopefully that works out. So yeah, still want, and I picked up some great books from Joe on Saturday though. As long as I also had a huge pile of books that I claimed meaning to go pick up. So that video will be coming out of that because I got some really nice books in there. But let's get back on here. I'm going to show you my Second and Charles haul first, and then we'll jump to the local LCS haul. For those of you who don't know about Second and Charles, it's a used books, movies, records, comics store on the East Coast. It's a chain store, multiple locations. I'm lucky to have one about 15 minutes down the road from me, and I stop in from time to time, and I've picked up some pretty nice books. They're for really cheap, and I plan on dropping a video of that, probably like my top 5 or top 10 best pickups from Second and Charles, coming soon. But yeah, let's jump to today's haul. Let's start off with these two books. This one is Captain America issue number 42. I don't think there's any key significance behind it, but it is a great cover, and Ed Brubaker's run of Captain America is one of my favorites. It's actually right behind me where my index finger is. I have all 5 volumes of his run in omnibus format. Highly recommend it. This one is a Batman collector. This is Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder, and this is issue number 4. I picked up a few issues at King Kong, and I'm going to read it. It only goes up to issue 10 or 11, and then it ends. Frank Miller never continued the run. I heard it was controversial, so I decided to pick these up, and I'm going to read them and see how well it went. And this is only $1.95, and the same thing with Captain America, $1.95. Most books are between $1.95 and like $2.95. Here we have another Captain America from the Ed Brubaker run, issue number 28. So this is supposed to be the first cover of Sin, but actually I don't think it is. I think issue 16 is a nice key, and it's also her first appearance, and I think issue 17 was her first cover appearance. I could be wrong. I recently picked this up from a good buddy of mine in one of his clean sales, so now I have 2 copies, but I said why not for $1.95 at the time, and I picked these books up probably about a month ago I picked these up. A book I was surprised to find in the wild because I've been looking for Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run, which he does have keys. Sorry about the lighting here. See if I can make this. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to see. This is issue number 31. It's a little tiny key. I believe it is where Bullseye is seeing like this angel or death following him, I believe. Chip's run, you don't find too much out in the wild right now. It's hard to find. I thought since the most modern Daredevil run, it would be easy, but it's not. Happy to find it though. This was a $3.99 right here. So moving on, I was just saying about Sin's appearance. This is Captain America issue number 17 for $1.95 as well. Now, that's Sin right there. I want to say this is her first cover appearance because issue 16 was her first appearance. So, I guess I'm wrong about that, or I guess Key Collector notes 28 was her first appearance, but still, she's rumored to appear in New World Order, and You know, I also think it's a great cover for Captain America, and I decided why not pick it up for $1.95. I also found Infinite Crisis number 7 for $2.95. I believe there's a little bit of key significance behind it. I am not 100% positive on that, but I figured for, you know, $2.95, why not? It was a nice pickup. Infinite Crisis does have quite a few books that are hot right now. This one was more just for me. It's not worth anything, I don't think, but it's Crackdown. And I think it's issue 1. Yep, number 1 of Crackdown for $2 from Dynamite. So Crackdown is based off of a video game on Xbox. Huge Xbox fan here. And Crackdown is where you're an agent and you gain powers and you level up and you're getting criminals off the streets and taking back the city from the underworld and everything. So, you know, number 1, it's based off of a video game. The last game that came out, which was Crackdown 3, wasn't well received. Potentially, though, it would make interesting for a movie or a show. Will that ever happen? Possibly. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah. So, I thought it was a nice pickup for, you know, $2. Moving on, I was surprised to find this. This is Detective Comics 1000, and it is a 1980s variant cover by Frank Miller. And I got this for $4.95. This is actually cover G. There was writing on it. It was cover G, 2019. They had it for $10, whoever the original seller was. But yeah, so for $4.95, I mean, great Frank Miller cover variant for Detective Comics 1000. Detective Comics 1000 has like over 20 variant covers. There's one I would really like to get, which is the Alex Ross cover, which is a homage to Detective Comics 27. But still, great to find. To find this, it was pretty interesting. Another book, now that I think about it, I probably wouldn't have gotten it, but for 95 cents, I said why not. Issue 1 of 3 of the Spectre Infinite Crisis Aftermath. I would imagine the Spectre is going to be showing up in the DCU at some point. It's an issue number 1. It is a more modern run, but hey, for 95 cents, I thought it was a great pickup. This next book I was happy to find. Again, it's not a key. Actually, I think the second or third book's the key. But this is Halo Initiative, and it's issue number 1 for $3.95. Again, huge Xbox fan, Halo fan. I love Halo. However, Halo Infinite is not doing too well, but anyway, I decided to pick this up. Halo is, there's always been rumors of a movie. We never got it. They did a TV show, which I didn't even bother watching, and I won't because it's not well received, and it doesn't look well to me, but maybe one day we can get a Halo movie, something faithful to the actual games. And, you know, anytime I can pick up a comic that will further the lore or characters that I love in movies, TV, or gaming, I'm always down to pick it up. So I figured that was a good pickup as well. Another chip run, Daredevil number 24 for $2. I don't think that's a key at all, but it was nice to find that, you know, in Second and Charles for $2. I said, why not? Then we have Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder, issue number 8 for $1.95. Since we got a lot of books here, guys, I'm going to kind of rush some of these. And this one was a pretty cool cover. It's a variant, too. It's Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers, number 6 for $1.95 with Fantastic Four and She-Hulk. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'd have to look that up. I don't know if that's a big book or not, but I thought it was a great cover. Anytime I see a good variant cover I say why not. And so these next 3 books, let me see, that's issue 4, issue 3, issue 1. So yeah, they didn't have issue 2. So a game I'm getting into, and I figured why not pick up the comics. Dawn of War, issue 3, or Dawn of War 3. I have issue 1, issue 3, and issue 4. Based off of the hit video game, I said why not. I know some of these can be worth quite a bit, and I'm sure if Dawn of War actually is getting a, well, it's from the Warhammer 40,000 series, is getting a movie with Henry Cavill, who was our Superman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Henry is going to be leading the film. Could be worth quite a bit of money in the future, those books. Maybe, we'll see. Another book I picked up, the last book of the second of Charles Hall, The Witcher, The Ballad of Two Wolves, issue number 1 of 4. Witcher, we know season 3 is coming out, will be the last season with Henry in it, and they're switching actors. I'm probably out after season 3. And we know Witcher's 4 video game is going to eventually be coming out in the future too, as well. It's being worked on, so I figured why not pick up some Witcher books. The original Witcher ones are actually worth quite a bit, but yeah, nice pickup for $3.99. So that is it for the second of Charles Hall. Now we're going to move on to my local comic book shop, and these are all Batman books, and these are all like keys. And, you know me and Batman, the PC, it's always growing. I actually have a Rogue Villain pickup in here, which I'm happy about. And I also have some issues for runs I've been working on. And this local comic book shop is the Comic Book Shop in Wilmington, Delaware. I highly recommend it if you're coming through. It's one of my favorite shops to go to out of my few shops here in Delaware. They have great stuff, and the funny thing was they had a box in the back a month ago that said Batman books but need price. Well, they finally priced the Batman books, and they put them out up on the counters. They have, like new key issues or new inventory that's been just priced that came in. So that way you don't have to go digging through all the bins and looking for it. And I was very happy with what I found. And we'll start off, this is issue number 5 of 13 of the Long Halloween Valentine's Day. I currently own issue number 1, 2, 10, 11, now 5, and I think I have one more. But yeah, I want to complete that run of the Long Halloween. It's just a great story. I recently did last week's Omniverse review, was on the Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale Army, which were the writers and creators of the Long Halloween that did it, and it's a great story, and I highly recommend it. And I do have the complete collection behind me in Omniverse format, but I want to own all the single issues. For me, that would be pretty cool, so I'm working on that. So I was happy to pick that up. I managed to pick up another Batman key. Issues like 2, 3, and 4. Or like cameo appearances of the Court of Owls and everything. With issue 6 mostly being the first full Court of Owls, everybody says. CGC does not note it though, unfortunately yet. I wish they would, because I want to send in I do have a issue 6, and I actually have a few copies of 3 now, which I picked up, and I figured, why not? I mean, they have this thing priced at $3, and it's in high grade. And these tend to sell for quite a little bit, but I was happy, always having extra issues, trying to make, see what I can get the best PC copy, obviously, so if I end up getting these graded. So for $3, I figured it was a good pickup. This next book is a book I've been seeing, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it, and I finally did. And it's a high grade copy, and it's The Tale of the Batman Gotham by Gaslight, which is like an Elseworld story Batman. For $10, I finally pulled the trigger on it. It's high grade. I see this all the time at different local comic book shops, and we just want to go to comic conventions too. But figured to finally add it to the PC. Probably won't get it graded, but I'll definitely take it out and read it, and figured it was a nice pickup. And the last book, which is probably the most expensive book out of those four that I got. This is Detective Comics issue number 585, and it is the first appearance of Ratcatcher, who did appear in James Gunn's Suicide Squad, although we know he's dead and his daughter now takes over the mantle. It is a Batman Rogue Gallery. I know it's probably the least interesting or the least thought after Rogue Gallery, but you know what? For a Rogue Gallery villain, $10. And this is mid grade. I mean, it's probably an 8.5 to a 9.0. So I said why not pick it up. I don't know if I would get it slabbed though. Certain Rogue Gallery villains I want to get slabbed if they're definitely higher value books. But I figured this was definitely a good pickup to get in the PC. So that is it for today's haul, guys. Thanks for staying along and watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought about the books. I was happy. I'm always happy at Second and Shadows. I always find quite a few good books worth some value over there for the PC. My local comic book shop, again, the comic book shop in Wilmington, Delaware. Please check them out sometime. They're a great place. The staff is so friendly. I mean, it makes you feel like you're at home. They got great books all the time, great selections, and yeah. Back Comic Fest, was moved back to the 27th of May. We'll still be doing that. Hopefully the weather is better in, the next month. It keeps on raining on the weekends, but there's that. And yeah, I'm going to be having quite a few videos dropping in the next couple of weeks. With some great books I picked up for the PC, and I can't wait to show you guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and even hit the bell notification button so you get notified about future videos. I would really appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram as well at Josh's Comics 01. I will leave the link below for that. And yeah, guys, until the next episode, stay safe, take care of each other, and as always, we will see you on the next episode of Josh's Comics.